What's going on, everybody? Mater here. See, got Redline Gary, Stephen Doolittle, got Anthony, and got Wayne in here. How y'all doing tonight? Oh, Gary, Stephen Doolittle, got Anthony, and got Wayne. Sorry, never forgot something. Get the link. All right. Got the link out there if anybody wants to show up. There it is, showing up on YouTube. Oh. So how's everybody doing tonight? Been a long, hectic day for me at work. There's Cajun. What's going on?
What's up, Mater?
Oh,
Wayne, Gary, Redline, Steve.
Well, things are fixing to be changing on my channel.
What's that?
When I do my live streams during the week, gonna have to be till 9 o'clock.
Okay.
The main guy that does painting at work decided he didn't want to keep working there because the long drive to and from work and price of gas. So guess who now is lead painter?
Well, you, but I thought you were a lead painter.
Nope, I'm a backup painter.
Oh, because there was, I remember you saying many times there was the boss, the owner's son, then you.
Well, as far as things getting done around there.
Oh, okay. Because I know you the first one there, kind of more or less to set up and all that.
Yeah. What's up, Shaggy?
Hey, Shaggy.
But well, I mean, usually we've got the office lady. She's in there. She opens up, and one of the other painters, he comes in, and he'll get everything opened up. Well, that's fixing to change because I'm fixing to be getting a key and everything, and the way things are going to be probably. I'll be going at 7:30 now, between 7 and 7:30 in the morning. Yeah. So I'm going to be putting in more hours. And, of course, the one thing that I was told was that means more money an hour. And I just got through getting my yearly raise. So with all this happening, that means I'm going to be making more money. Let's see. I believe it's fried pork chops with onions, garlic, salt, pepper, and then there's mixed veggies on the side, along with a couple different types of chicken rice dishes combined. That's what's getting prepared right now. And no, I'm not cooking it. You got the lovely Crystal in there doing it. Now, y'all better hold on to your hats because y'all fixing to see something that's going to be shocking you.
I saw it.
Yeah. Yeah, that I'll tell you how the day has been.
Right.
But yeah, I mean things are starting to change at work, so it means I got to change things for the live streams. What's up, Breezy?
Hey, Breezy.
Oh.
Well, we We had a crowd last night, man.
Yeah, I saw that.
We had some action going on.
Yep. I think I got a couple of good deals.
Oh yeah, you
Um,
Ed. I got a. I think Ed didn't Ed win that penny game, right?
yeah.
Yeah. I got to get with Mater
What
and
about me?
not Mater, Money, and let him know that Ed won.
Yeah.
I ain't even checked my emails yet. Probably got one from Ed.
Well, I'll play like this. Now I can say I finally own me a Morgan.
There you go.
I mean, it's not one of the Carson City Morgans, which, yeah, I'd love to get my hands on one of those, but I ain't going to pay an outrageous price for it. That's the only thing. But, yeah, I mean, there's some of them coins out there. Yeah, I wouldn't mind. But I put like this. I do know that, um, you know, since I'm not familiar as far as value on them, that's why I'm going with what you and with what Money has to say as far as what the value is. Because, I mean, it's just like, what, about a month ago, when I saw that guy, he was doing that show, trying to sell some Carson City Morgans. And he was saying, oh, I've got the 82, 83, and 84, and these are the ones that were least minted. And Money is going, bull butter. That was the most common years.
Wait, hold on. I'm doing something here. Hold on.
Now what are you doing?
Reading a new message email.
Ah,
Okay, repeat that.
I was just saying that I remember, I don't even know if it was a month ago, when I had to stay home one time when I wasn't feeling good. I wound up watching this guy, and he was trying to sell the 82, 83, and 84 Carson City Morgans.
Oh
And
yeah,
yeah, and he was trying to say they were
the most
uh,
rarest.
the rarest ones
Yeah.
and everything. And I'm going, hold it. I think I remember Money saying that those were the most common years. And this guy was wanting $2,000
Well,
for
you
all
see,
three of them.
yeah, you got to go by. You can't go by how many were minted.
Right,
Okay, that you can do also. You can do
right,
that also, but you got to consider how many were in the GSA holders in that hoard.
right,
They had millions of coins in the GSA hoard. Okay, but there were only select ones that went into the GSA holders. So
right,
that's population report on those CC Morgans like that.
right. And see, that was the deal. He was selling the GSA horde.
Yeah, and we pulled up the GSA hoard too. Me and Money, we pulled it up. We
Right,
went. We were thinking alike. We both went to the hoard site and looked up the population
right.
in the holders. How many were actually placed in the holders and sealed? Because those are sealed.
Yep,
Hermetically sealed. That way, it sucks the air out and all that, just like NGC and PCGS does.
right,
All that's supposed to be airtight, vacuum, no oxidation, no nothing's supposed to happen to those coins.
yep. What's up, Juan Pratt?
What's up, Juan?
But yeah, I mean, because I remember a while back, I wound up finding one of those GSA horde Carson cities, and I want to, I know I mentioned it during the live stream. and money was going, run, don't walk. That's too much.
Oh, I thought you said you had bought one.
Oh no. I
Oh,
found one on that same auction site,
no,
and
okay.
I remember mentioning it to Money. He goes, "That's too much money."
Yeah. I remember when Big T and Mama T, they had a few CC GSA. I remember that. And but naturally they had to sell them to go to Florida in their auction. They were
Right.
raising money to go to Florida because Mama T's mama died, passed away.
Ooh.
Yeah, so everybody threw in a lot of coins. You know, they hardly didn't have to put in their own stuff. Everybody
Right.
was putting in stuff or just donating money, you know.
Yep.
But that was a long auction too, that one. But
Yep.
anyway, uh
What do you say, Gary?
uh I think Big T's coin went, those CCs went for something like $400 in that auction.
Yeah. Well, I think that's about like what Money was saying as far as what value is on them. Now, was that for all three of the common years, or just each one?
No, they had some good dates.
Oh,
They
did
had
they?
they had the better dates, yeah.
Okay. See, that I can understand because Money was saying that the um, the 82, 83, and 84, you should be able to get, say, all three of them for about $800. He said that's about what the value. That's what you know.
Yeah, that's about three. You should be able to get them for about 275. You know,
Right,
250, 275.
right.
If you're gonna resell, you know, because I think that's what the gray sheet is on them, about
Yeah,
275, 250, something like that.
right. And the thing about it is, I mean, I know the value on them are going to go up, but they're not going to go up in value as much as the other years.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Mama T was talking last week or week before. I think it was last week. Though. Morgans are hot right now. Mama T said it, and you know, Money confirmed it. Just a what Wednesday, something like that, or Monday night. This Monday,
Speak
because I
of
don't.
the devil, hey, we got talking about them.
There he is.
My
They
ears are
keep at
ringing something fierce with you two. Oh my gosh.
it.
What are you
Yeah.
complaining about this time?
No, I've been watching you guys' stream for a minute, but I've been muted because Miss Money was talking to me. I was not backstage, but I was pre-backstage.
Right.
Right. He was lurking.
I was lurking like a mother. Hang on.
No, he was trolling.
That too.
Yeah.
No, lurking is when you watching unannounced. Trolling is when you actually get up in chat and start putting nonsense or naked pictures in there.
Hey, don't no one gonna see naked nothing of me. I'm just saying.
No.
That's as much naked as you get as hand. That's it. That's it. That's it.
I was
Anyway,
on.
hi Rifleman, real quick. Gary, Juan, where's my song? Rude, Breezy Bike Shop. How y'all doing tonight? Anthony's, Doolittle. Hey guys, I appreciate you guys coming out and to Cajun's multi-channel auction last night. Just so everybody is aware, everybody's packages were shipped. That was from me. They are post office has them and on the way to you.
Ed the old tech guy won the penny game.
Ed the old tech guy won the penny game.
Yes,
Yep.
sir.
All right, so I will get that out to him because I didn't know because you didn't email me. So let me go ahead and make that packing label right now.
Yep.
Yeah, you probably could have threw that in a box, huh, with something else.
Well, Ed bought the Roland Burke dimes from me, and he bought the Morgan from me too.
Yeah, that could have fit in that. But
okay.
that box and that could have fit in the in a small flat rate box, I think.
Really? Yeah, but that's okay. I'll make a new shipping label. That's fine. No
There you go.
biggie.
Oh, fried pork chop, mixed veggies, white gravy. Look at the white gravy on top of that. That's not white gravy?
No, it's on rice and it's got crema on it.
What?
Crema.
Crema?
It is Mexican table cream.
I know what crema is. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's same thing in French. Creme. Same
Yeah.
thing in French. But it
That's
looked like white gravy. What's it taste like?
Like kind of like a sour cream.
Oh, okay.
only it doesn't have quite the bite to it.
Yeah.
Oh, I love sour cream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this is instead of being kind of lumpy, you're kind of a solid. It's more. It's
It's literally it's like half and half, or
yeah, it's runny.
no,
But I mean,
creamer for your coffee.
yeah, or kind of like a salad dressing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about as thick and runny as salad dressing.
So Ed, let's see. I remember right because I was just gonna watch the video, but I can recall. I said I don't have to write this down. I know who got this one. It was Ed because he had he had number 3.
Yep.
I still can't believe I got that dragon.
I was tempted about outbidding you.
Oh, I would have shot you. That's my
That's
Christmas.
all right,
Yeah,
Crystal.
They got some good coins up last night. That's for sure.
What were you saying, Money?
I was almost ready to outbid you guys, but I was like, let me just get out of here. I've been
Oh,
looking
yeah,
at
money
that
was
thing for a
jumping.
minute.
Money was jumping up all and down on some of the Morgans too.
Well, like I said, I collect dragons and unicorns. I collect them so much I've got one on my back.
Oh,
You
okay.
collect dragons and unicorns.
Yep.
Well, then I will not tell you about the dragon coins that I have coming in. That are 2 ounces of silver.
Shut up, Money.
Okay, Money, that just means Major's going to have to work extra hard when he shuts the live stream down tonight.
Yeah. Hey, she hadn't seen my Nene Thomas print yet with all the dragons.
Major, sweetheart.
You don't even know where they're at.
Alright, so there's that. Penny game. Yep. Alright.
I got this.
So how many different Morgans you had last night, Money?
All the Morgans you guys saw were, that's what I had in my whole arsenal. Or the 4-star.
I didn't see any. The only Morgan I saw last night was the one I got from Value Hunter.
I had 3 1921s, 2 by NGC, and 1 by PCGS.
You probably had them go up when I had to go pick up the package over at Wally World.
I started 1 my first round, and then I have 2 my second round. Okay, so this one is the.
Because I had to go pick him up. I had to be over there at Walmart before 10 o'clock.
9, 6.
So you were probably doing that when I had to go get him.
Probably. 8.1 ounces. Alright, so Ed just got another email because I just bought the label. No. Label.
That's good. And I hope we get that house sold.
Do what?
Illinois.
Yeah, Eleanor saying he's talking with a realtor. They got 2 offers on the old house.
Oh, okay, cool.
On his house that he fixed up and moved out of. Nice house though.
Yep. What's up, William?
It's about everything's remodeled in there. He done a lot of work in that house. All new paint, floors.
Come on, printer, let's go. Kiki's job, not my job. The packet person.
So, Money, the Morgans you had.
Yeah.
So, I know those weren't, I guess they were common years. They weren't key date ones.
No, they were 21s. Those were the most minted that there was. That's why they were so low.
So, what's the value on those?
They stand out. They scanned, the one I showed scanned out at $80. The PCDS MS63 scanned out at $100, and the MS64 that was sold scanned out at $100. So, I don't make much money on those types of coins, but the Morgans and stuff, because they're such a hot item. I mean, in all honesty, even where they were sold, I will tell you this much. I made $12 total out of all three Morgans, because one of them I broke even on. But that's okay.
Yeah.
But that's the game. It's not really the game, but that's the business. You know, that's how it is. That's just where we're at.
Right.
You know, because it's just like I just got with my wholesaler today. I bought some more. You know, I went down there and filled up not filled up, but I got some more 1 ounce silver rounds right here. This was empty. I didn't have these until the day. I just got these in. And I got some more, and I have 56. All right, so these are NGC slabs. So whenever I say NGC slab, it's an NGC slab. It's a Panda. But I have 56 NGC slabs of every state, quarter, and territory. Proof. What? Oh, hi, Katie.
I was waving hi to William.
Oh, anyway, I have the whole complete set coming when I go down there and get them. He's holding them for me till the end of this week. Anyway, they're all silver quarters. They're all proof 69s, and they're all ultra cameos. So it's the whole complete state quarters with all 56 of them, with the states and the territories from 1999 to 2009. And they're all, and a set like that, I will only sell that as a set. I won't sell it any other way. And I can already tell you the price for that whole set will be $1,200.
Wow.
And that is literally about $21 a coin. When it breaks down.
Hey, Money.
Yes, sir.
Oh, got a question for you.
Yes, sir.
I'm Gamo, okay?
I Gamma, yeah, I know.
Is that Imelda?
Is that who?
Imelda.
I don't know. I know iGammo, but I don't know who that actually. I haven't seen iGammo for a year and a half or so.
Because she was saying something about a Cash App, and I checked the Cash App, it wasn't there. Then I went to PayPal, and it was there. And that's the only one name I really don't recognize.
Maybe they were just having issues. Maybe they're trying to tell you they were having issues with Cash App, and so they send it PayPal. I don't know.
Yeah, so, but that's got to be, I'm game up. Because, you know, I know it's a woman.
That would be the only one I know.
I know it's a woman, and her avatar in PayPal is the same as her, I think it's the same as her, YouTube. You know, her and her daughter or something.
Right. Just like I left Mama T's and Big T's, they were having.
You got some sterling silver there, Shaggy.
Stocking up some, getting on a couple of rings today, cleaning up. Both have, yeah, not sterling silver. When it comes to jewelry like that, I mean, like a gold buyer or something like me, I don't really purchase stuff like that. But if you were to sell that to
Well,
us,
you don't believe it till you check it.
You're pretty much looking at, silver price when it comes to jewelry. They don't usually give you anything more than that. And be careful with your gold and silver buyers, because it could have diamonds and rubies and stuff in there. And I'm the same way. So I won't buy these. But if you have like gold rings with diamonds in them, I'm going to give you the money for the gold, because the diamond means nothing to me. And that's the way a lot of gold people work.
Yeah, yeah.
Diamonds.
Unless
so,
you got
guys,
something big in there,
Okay, I'm not gonna show his address, but you guys see right there. That's Ed's package for game night, so it's going to go out tomorrow. It's already paid for. I'm just going to drop it off tomorrow. So that way, if Ed asks, yep, right there, it's going out tomorrow.
I was going to say that's one thing that I remember years ago when my first wife passed away. I remember, going to a jewelry store and I think paying about $1,500 just for her wedding set. And
Sounds about right.
I wasn't just getting plain Jane style gold band. And then when she passed away and everything, didn't need them, needed the money, and I'm taking it to a local pawn shop, and I'm going. The guy was telling me that he'd pay me more money for my wedding ring than what hers was. Grand total about $350.
Yep.
I'm going. You gotta be kidding! Even though hers has some diamonds in it, he was going. It's more of the gold in it.
Mm-hmm. Because the diamonds don't mean a thing to us now. Some gold buyers, I'm not one of them, will give you a little extra for diamonds. Those are the ones you're looking for, because they have a jewelry shop within that town, or somebody they deal with. When they get X amount of carats, they'll sell it to the jewelry shop. But they're only getting 40 or 50% of what it's worth anyway, and just to get rid of the stones. It's a dealer to dealer issue. So those are the ones that you want to find. But let me tell you right now, they're very few and far between. Between here and Phoenix, I know of 2 guys, and they're both an hour and a half away from me, that will give you a little extra for stones. Other than that, they're just going to give you whatever the metal is and get rid of the stuff. Because to them, they literally tell you the same thing I would tell you. You might as well give me a sterling silver with a freaking rock in it, an actual rock off the ground, because that stone means the same as that rock does. Because we're not in that market.
Right. So then, where would be the best place for someone to have taken something like that to get a better price?
I hate to
that would
say
be
this.
a jewelry store, really.
Well, yes, but it depends on what it is and if they're interested in it. But if you're just trying to get rid of it, and I hate to say this because they're a ripoff, but your best bet is to go to a pawn shop, because they're actually going to pay you money for that diamond, the rubies, the emeralds. They may not pay much, but they're going to pay you for it. So that's your best. Either that, or find somebody that, has a jewelry business or something that they work at, like a craft fair or something, and then try to sell it to them, see if they're interested in it. But your quick sell would be pawn shop, unfortunately.
Oh, yeah. What's up, Joseph? We got Adam from Small Town in here.
Hey, Anthony. Oh, I think I said hi.
Anthony's back.
Small Town, yeah.
Hi,
I was
everybody
looking something else up. Hey, Joseph.
Anthony, Juan, I said hi to you, I think. Joseph, William, Rifleman, everybody. Miss Crystal. But, hi, everybody. Nice to see you guys tonight.
Yep. Well, man, did you hear me talking earlier about things happening at work?
No, I had you muted. I came in when somebody asked in chat, "Are walking liberties good to have?" I don't remember who that was.
Right.
But
All
that's what I
right.
came in.
Last week, our main painter, he went pulling a muscle on his back, so he was out all last week.
Hang
And
on,
for
real quick.
me,
Let me stop you real
I'm
quick.
a
I
backup.
thought you were the main painter.
No, I'm a backup painter. Okay.
Oh.
For me, okay, what my position is, I'm a utility person. Okay.
Mhm.
So basically, I do whatever needs to be done,
Okay.
whether it's in the front, middle, or back of the building. Okay. Plus, on top of that, maintenance, stuff like that. Fabrication, say we need new boards put together. Okay, I go to the back and I'm building brand new boards from scratch, stuff like that.
Okay.
But if a painter goes out, then yeah, I'm going to step into his spot and I'm going to be painting.
So you're
Well,
more of a carpentry person.
like I said, I'm the utility person. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, but right now, I guess with the price of gas as high as it's getting, and how far he has to drive, it's like almost 30 miles one way. Okay. So he's having to drive from South Dallas down here, work, and then head back up there. Well,
Jesus.
he's going to, excuse me there. He's already informed that he's going to see about finding a different job closer, and probably, he might be doing outside contracting work, which is stuff that we can't rack on the machine. So that moves me into the lead painter position, but that means I'm going to have to be getting there probably about somewhere between 7 and 7:30 in the morning, and I'll be given the key and alarm code to get the building opened up. So, and everybody, y'all better pay attention. That means my live streams are going to be till 9 o'clock Central. So basically 2 hours, because that means then I got to get up earlier than I have been and get to work earlier than I have been. But it also means, yeah, I'll be having longer hours, but I've already been informed, even though I just got my yearly raise, this here would even be paying more money an hour.
Nice. Good job. You deserve a
Hey,
raise.
Money, you having a case of gas?
Huh?
I'm sorry, you having a case of gas?
No, I just love this.
Yeah, I was wondering why he was lighting the match, but I saw the candle.
I
Yeah, well,
love it's that candle right there, and I just because we don't get rain over here, so I gotta get rain in the house somehow.
Yeah, it smells like that. Like, well, down here when we get storms, lightning storms and stuff, you walk outside and you breathe that air, that electricity like refresh the air.
yeah.
It charged the air and stuff. And it's got a certain smell to it. And they got machines
And
that are air fresheners, air cleaners, filters, or whatever. They're expensive, but
yeah, it's
in
sitting
that
right over there.
box, it has a little piece of glass in it, some kind of special type of glass that it gets electrically charged and discharged just like lightning in the air. And you can tell if you walk into somebody's house and if they have one of them on, you can tell because that's going to smell like real fresh, like right after a storm.
Actually, I didn't buy it, Crystal. It was only $5 at Family Dollar, and they had a bunch of different ones to choose from. The next one, I think, Kiki bought me that one. The next one we'll get, I think, will be a strawberry one. So, but yeah, I don't know. I'm not really big into candles, but Kiki bought it for me, so I just buy it, and it smells good. So I'm kind of in the corner of the living room over here. So, but Yeah, Cajun. What I was going to do on my next lot, but I had to go to bed. Is that graded uncut sheet of $2 bills that I have from PCGS?
Yeah.
I was going to be a maniac and start that at a buck and go. Got to live up to my name.
Yeah.
Oh, I know something that definitely would have given you a heart attack.
Yeah, what's that?
I put that $100 bill in at $1 to go.
Buck and go. Yeah. Yeah.
Buck and go.
It fell flat on his back right there. Dead
No,
as a
you
doornail.
didn't. No, you didn't.
He probably would have been the high bidder.
Yeah, quickly. And then I would have told Crystal to come over there and kick your butt, and make sure she does it live and really kick your butt, because I said I should be your first buyer, not auction buyer. Anyway, I'd had Crystal kick your butt, and then I'd have had your oldest kick your butt, and then your youngest kick your butt, and then I'd have had anybody that's got a Texas connection in the coin community, when there's about 12 of us, or 12 of them, and I'd have them come over and kick your butt. A lot of booty kicking.
Well, I feel like this. There'd be a problem having my oldest and my youngest do something like that.
Yeah, well.
Because I don't have any.
You got two in the house with you. You got them.
Hey, Jungle Bob.
I got Crystal. And of course, got her son.
Hey?
That'll work, Anthony. Appreciate it.
What's up, Jungle Bob?
I'm actually surprised no one went for that 1862 treasury note last night. It didn't hurt my feelings a bit, because I do not mind keeping it. That's some nice eye candy at the table, so I don't mind keeping it. There's certain things I don't mind keeping.
What about it?
That kind of surprised me too, because usually money doesn't have any passes when he puts stuff up in the auction.
Yeah, an 1862. Oh, you talking about that Virginia note?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a pass. Yeah.
Just for y'all for tonight. Be happy. Make everybody happy. There, now everybody can be happy.
What were you trying to get the opening bid to start off at?
100, 200, something like that?
$100.
100? Okay.
Yeah, $100.
And that's the one you had graded already, too.
Yep.
No, yeah, that's the one that that's the one of the ones that I sent out to be graded, yeah.
Yeah, that was a 20.
The F-20.
So what is the value on something like that?
That one, I was going to start at 100. It in retail setting, and like if I had a brick and mortar store, I would have it for about 175. If somebody were to like seriously offer me like 150 or 155, I would take it. Buy it now. I was just seeing if somebody would be interested in it last night, because you normally don't see obsolete notes like that come up too often. So you see a lot of the 1s, 2s, 5s of the smaller currency, but not something like that. So.
It bothers me a little bit, Shaggy, but I'm ahead of it.
What's up, Fish?
William, I do have 2 children. I have a 20-year-old girl and I have a 21-year-old boy, and next month they will be 21 and 22. So I do have 2 kids.
Where's Kiki at? Working?
And yes, they both still live with me, and yes, Kiki is at work for another hour and a half. She works at Big 5 Sporting Goods. She likes to sell all the pew-pews and the ammo. I know it's kind of funny in the state of Arizona. She can sell them. She can sell the rifles because anything over the age of 18, she could buy one. But when it comes to the ammo, she can sell the ammo, but she can't buy the ammo yet. I'm like, how does that work?
Yeah. Just like the stores over here, if they got a cashier that's 18, I think they can sell like scan beer at their
Right.
register at 18, but 17, they have to have either the customer scan it or an old, like a assistant manager or a cashier behind them that's not busy or something scan it.
William, I am located in Bullhead City, Arizona. Literally, I look out my living room window right over there, and you can see the casinos of Laughlin. Literally, I'm
Yeah,
right across the bridge of Laughlin.
yeah, I've been through there.
So that's where I'm at. And then my next convention that I'm going to be setting up at is at a gun show. Actually, my next two conventions I'm setting up at the gun show. One here in town, just a mile down the road. And then I'm going to be setting up at one in Kingman on January. And then in Laughlin, I'm going to be setting up at a coin show at the Tropicana Casino. So those are my next 3 events coming up with 2 gun shows. I do better at gun shows than I do coin shows sometimes, only because the word of mouth has gotten around with all the gun people. And I bring a lot of the certified stuff to where they don't have to go, oh, is that actually real or is that fake? They don't have to question it.
What is that right there in the river? Is that like a little dam or a weir or something?
That's a dam.
That's what I thought.
It's Davis Dam.
Okay. Yeah, because that Colorado River, a lot of people, they think they only got one dam on that river. They don't. They got like 5 dams on that river.
18 to sell alcohol and 21 to drink. Okay, that's weird.
Yep.
Pew pew laws are stupid. Business laws are even more. Yes, Rifleman. I had to get business licenses, and just for this state alone, stupid the questions that they ask. I'm into gold and silver, so what the title is precious metals, and to currency and old coins. So we have to call that collective items, excuse me. So I have collective items and gold and silver bullion. Money, how'd you get into money? I just fell into it. No, I'm kidding. I'll answer that question in a minute. And the business license they had to come up with, it almost, you thought I was trying to go for a freaking liquor license. Can these items be sold to somebody under the age of 18? And I'm like, well, I hope the hell so.
Yeah, it's money.
Right. I mean, seriously? There's just a bunch of stupid questions. Anyway, how did I get into this? William, my whole life, I've always been a really big saver. I'm not a spender. I never have been until you take me to a coin shop now or a coin show. I could drop a few $1,000s in minutes. My wife had to spend how much money I spent at a show so fast. Anyway. Come on, give me tea. Anyway.
You better not, Brandon.
There's Miss Money. I got into saving.
Hey, Brandon.
And what I mean, I got into saving. I've always been a saver. I got into. I saved a lot of different ways that worked for me. It's really weird. I'll give you the short version. I would be the guy that take a $100 bill, and I still do this today. I will go to the bank or 200 or 500, and I will buy straps of 1s, 5s, 10s, or whatever. But the only straps I will buy are the brand new uncirculated ones, because that dollar that's in that strap, I won't pull it out to go get a soda or anything, because in my mind, I just completely screwed up the whole collection. Just a mental note for me. That's how I save currency.
And they could have, and on the bottom is where you're storing
coins,
them.
Fine. Anyway, coins. I used to just save in jars, 5-gallon buckets, smaller, and then when it got full, I would just take them to the bank, dump them, and then that money right there, I would just turn that into a deposit. I wouldn't even take the money, and I'd go straight to my savings account, and I would save up for stuff. Now I wouldn't save up for a car, TVs, things like that. I just kept saving money. I wanted the big items. I wanted to be able to down payment on a house, or possibly a car. You can come here. Get my hand. Are you happy now? Wipe one in my hand. So anyway, I've always wanted my own business, and I used to be a sous chef. So what I was going to do is I was going to open up a restaurant. So I was going to open up a restaurant, but then I looked at all this gold and silver that I had in the safe, because like I said, I used to save, and that was another way that I would save, is I would just buy silver rounds, little pieces of gold, stuff like that. And I started just accumulating. Like I would buy, like right here, here's 4 ounces right there, just right off the bat. There's 4 ounces of silver. I would go small, and you really gotta have discipline when you do this, because yes, I still had my bills to pay. My kids were still growing, but I said I'm going to take $40, because back then you could take $40 and go buy 2 ounces of silver, no matter what it was. You could pretty much get an ounce of silver back then for $20 a piece, because silver was cheaper. So I would take $40 out of my check, instead of putting it into a stock market or into a CD or something like 401k, and I went and started buying this. Well, the 2 ended into 4, which ended into 6, which then turned into 8, and it just kept going. So that's how I got into it, and then I decided to take my hobby, and because I didn't want to become a restaurant anymore, or open up my own restaurant, because in my mind I said, okay, well, what if my restaurant flops? Okay, I just spent $50,000 in all this food that now I have to get rid of somehow, or it's just going to go moldy and I'm going to throw it away, so I'm throwing all my money away. I said, why don't I just open up a coin business, because at the end of the day, this right here, it doesn't matter to me if anybody buys it. Why? Because I still got money. I didn't lose anything. I lost nothing.
Yep.
So that's what got me into the business. That's why I turned my hobby into a business, and that's how I'm doing it now. And it's just a lot of learning, because you got to really know your history on the notes, what coins are what mint marks go with what coins, because there are people that will bring fake coins to you. They'll bring in they'll bring you a 1900 Carson City. I had a guy at the gun show, my first gun show. He brought me 3 1900 Carson City. I looked right at him, looked at the mint. I said, here, those are fake. He's like, what?
Fake?
He's like, I said, those are fake. There is no 1900 CC. He said, I said, there is an O over CC, but there is no CCs. And that's when he got mad, because he just realized that he spent $800 on 3 Carson Cities that were fake.
Ooh.
And I showed him in the gray sheet where there's none. I showed him online, because I bring my phone and my tablet to the shows, so I can I show, at CoinFacts and different websites. I will take you to them and show you that they're faker than fake. Basically, the rule of thumb is, if it is worth money and it can be faked, it already has been. So you have to know your dates, your mints, your stuff like that. You know, the most fake coin out there is not the 1909 SVDB.
1943 copper. Penny.
Nope, not even that one. It's a 1916 D Mercury diamond.
Really?
Yeah, that's your key date.
It's because
One of the
even
key
in
dates in a Mercury dime.
because even in the G4, that dime is worth $700
So what makes it so special?
because of the very, very low interest. Not interest, I'm sorry. The
Mintage.
mintage, thank you.
1916 Mercury
D.
dime?
1916 D. It's got to be a D, Mercury dime. And how you can tell they were fake is most fakes, they put the mint mark on the other side of the coin on the fakes because that's where a lot of the mints go. So the people that make these phony coins do the same thing. So as soon as you look at it, you're going, that's fake. Now, I have seen some really good Morgans out there that are fake, and I had to do 3 tests on them. I had to get to the 3rd test just to find out if it was real or not. It didn't stick to a magnet. It weighed correctly. But then when we did the slide test, and that's a whole different, I'll have to makeshift something and show you guys that one day. It's where you could slide a coin down a certain angle, and the way it slides, if it's silver, it doesn't go very fast. If it's non-silver or fake, it
goes fast.
It's like a jet going down the slide.
Because Mater, silver has some magnetic qualities to it. It's not actually magnetic, but it has magnetic qualities. So when you take like rare earth magnets, they make a slide for testing dollars or dimes, quarters, silver.
Right.
They make a slide, and it's got like felt on it, so you don't scratch your coin or something like that. And it's at an angle, like Money said, and you take a regular dollar.
You're talking time to lean off the dock.
You take a regular dollar, see how fast it goes, or compare them side by side.
Yep, you can do that now. And I even have a couple of fake coins that I show them. I'm like, all right, just so you know, this is fake. I tell them right off the bat, this is fake. Watch how it slides, and then I'll take a real one, even just a silver round, and watch how it slides. You know,
yeah.
Normally, that's the number one that gets people's eyes going, oh.
Eleanor, yeah, that is true. There's a fact to that. And the most famous one that are fake, actually counterfeit coins, are the Henning nickels. That's one of the most famous ones, the Henning nickels. Those are worth more than a lot of the real macaws. It's not really a key date. He counterfeited. It was just normal nickels. And it took a long time for the Treasury Department to catch up with him and catch him. He was doing very small.
I want to answer that question because I saw it earlier, but I was in the middle of my thought, so I do apologize for not answering right away. I have not done anything with my engine yet because my boss is looking at his mechanic, and his mechanic, I'm giving him another week, said that he should be able to find a brand new engine for only about $3,500. So if I can get it down to $3,500, I'm going to go that route instead. I won't get the warranty and everything that goes with it, but as long as it's a brand new engine, I'm willing to save $3,500. William, have you ever bought any fake coins? Yes. Yes.
Hey, Sandy.
One, I bought on purpose. The reason I bought on purpose is because I didn't have this actual Morgan with the tone that it had. I told the guy it was fake. I showed him it was fake, but I only spent $2 on it. He said he was into it for $2. You know, he paid double face for it. I gave him $2 for a fake coin. Now, I have bought some fake coins, but only once without realizing they were fake. It was not an estate sale, but the guy just had a bunch of them. And there was a few different pennies, stuff like that. Like one of them was a good one. It was a 55 double die. It was not a 55 double die. Another one was I bought a few Ike dollars that were supposedly silver. They were not. Now, this is when I first got into the hobby. This is when I didn't know as much. So this is why I tell those that aren't in the hobby that long, please don't. I'm going to be the first one to tell you, don't take what I tell you at face value. Go ask somebody else. Get a second and a third opinion. If they tell you the same thing, then Money Maniacs is not lying to you. I tell that to everybody. Do not take what I tell you at face value. I'm like a doctor. Get a second and third opinion before you open that surgery. Now, if it's graded by PCGS, NGC, something like that, yes, you can definitely know it's real because they will not slab a fake coin. They will not do it.
Nope, they'll send it back to you in a body bag.
That's why I tend to say, and what that means, guys, is they'll send it back to you in a little flip. Plastic flip is what they'll send it back to you if it's fake. So that's why I always say if you're worried about if something's fake or you don't know your dealer that well at your LCS, please, please, please buy certified stuff. You might pay a little more for it, even your dimes and your pennies and stuff, but at least you know it's real. You don't have to worry. Unless you have somebody that you know and you can trust. If he says that's silver or that is gold, that's what it is.
All right, Money, I got a question for you.
Ever fake
all right.
Greater? There's a bunch of third-party graders and stuff out there that have been. I don't have one because I got rid of it. And anytime I see this label, I automatically know what it is. But yes, it wasn't PMG and it wasn't PCGS, but it was somebody else. And when I get one, guys, I will buy it. If I find one at this next convention, I will just buy it to show you. But there was a third-party label and back in the 80s that was a currency grader, and they graded over 2 million fake bills on purpose because they were scamming the community. I mean, it was a whole trial. They already went to prison. It's closed. But yes, they're not all found yet. So any dealer is very suspicious of this bill before they even buy it with this grading company. But yes, Mater.
All right, now talking about silver and everything. Yes, I wound up going to that website again, and they have something on here. No, I'm not sending you the link, but it's there's 10 silver history of Christianity rounds, all tests 999 silver, and so it's approximately 200 grams.
And how many rounds is there?
There's 10 of them.
Okay, so just so you know, here's your math lesson for the night. If you go with a 100-gram bar, Cajun had one in his auction last night. I was trying to bid on it. The guy said it was 2 ounces. It was 3.4 ounces. So 100 grams is 3.4 ounces. So if they tell you that they have 10 of these at 200 grams, that's only 6.6 ounces. Or 6.8 ounces, excuse me. I would be very careful, and I would have to read more of their listing to see if they just did a typo, or is this something they're trying to pull off as, hey, this is 10 ounces, but it only weighs 200 grams. Buy my crap.
Well, like I said, I'm reading it the way it shows. It says there's 10 silver history Christianity rounds,
Okay.
all tests 0.999 silver, approximately 200 grams.
Yeah, because the only way that 200 grams would work is if they were 925 would be one way, and then it would still be a little off. But don't want that to be Canadian dollars, which are 80%, for that to be right. And
okay.
You already put the hammer on the nail when you said they were 999. So that tells me they should be well over 300 grams for that whole lot.
Now, so what would the value be?
Now, one round should weigh 31 grams. That would
31.1
be a
is a
troy
troy.
ounce. 1 troy ounce of silver, 31 grams. So if you got 10 of them, that would be
310.
310 grams.
Now, the value on that should be, because they are just, and it is a collector set, yes, but in a dealer's aspect, if it is not government backed, which means it does not have a monetary value, it is a generic silver round. I would pay, if somebody brought those to me, I would pay $26 an ounce. So for all 10, I would offer $260 and not a penny more. Once I tested them and found out they were real.
But right now, the current bid's $200, and it goes, a little bit over a day to go.
Okay, so William asks, this is for Cajun and money. If someone wanted to buy some silver or gold from a true legit business, where would you go? Okay, Mater, I'm going to share this. If you would, let me share my screen. I'm going to show you exactly, because I have those on. Okay, so let me go here. You guys can see
Sorry,
this.
17, he's already down the road.
You guys can see my screen right now, yes, before I click on it?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Okay, so this here is just one website. This here is jmbullion.com. This is one of the most known websites. Free shipping on $199 plus orders. You can go here. They have all sorts of different kinds of silver. You could be a Star Wars fan. You could be a biblical fan. You could be a Simpson fan. How about Disney, Marvel, Harry Potter, Apollo 11? You want stuff from Fiji. They got African silver coins, Newies, British, Britannias, maple leaves. You got bars, rounds, bullets even. Silver eagles. So I always go to In Stock Silver and see what they have going on. So there you go. So a monster box, what you're looking at, this is 500 ounces. They're asking $17,000 for 500 ounces of silver eagles. This is a really big seller right there. Those are big sellers. I'm sure they have any. Now this here, the 100-ounce bar for $2,700. Now your Cougarans like this one, your Britannias, your maple leaves, these are government backed. Okay, these have a numismatic or monetary value on the back of them. Your Sunshine Minting, that is a generic round. There's a difference. You see right here where it says Maple Leaf Coin, Britannia Coin. This one says Silver Round. Make sure you guys watch that. Because if you want coins or you want rounds, see I've got 8 of these right now, Philharmonics, 28.44. That's about what I'm selling.
Those are popular. Those are popular.
These are popular. I'm surprised I still got 8 of them.
I'm surprised it's $28 a round.
Well, this is now as low as. So if we
You buy 100, they'll be $28 a piece.
Yeah, so if you buy 1 to 19 for credit card or PayPal, you're looking at $30.58 a piece. Now I sell mine for $30 a piece, so I'm 58 cents lower than they are right now. Okay, so that is one. Then there's SD Bullion, Atmex, Monarch Precious Metals. They have gold, silver, platinum, other. They even have you can even sell to them. They even have other stuff, copper, palladium, accessories. Let's see. Let's go with something cool looking. The Newies are always cool looking. See how your chibis, see these are 1 ounce chibis. This is Harry Potter, Sirius Black. But then you have, Lord of the Rings, marbles, and they're $100 a piece. Now this is 1 ounce silver. You're no longer talking silver mint or silver spot at this time because these are a very low mintage. They only made like 2,500 of these a piece. See, there's more Harry Potter stuff. Star Wars stuff. See, they're out of stock. But this is what so this is when you get into the collector part of it, not just, if you want to just stack silver and gold just to have ounces in your stack, stay with generic.
Hey,
Don't
click
go
on
with
biblical silver coins.
biblical silver coins. These are some pretty ones. Now this is a 2-ounce Jesus gourd, 2-ounce Solomon, 2-ounce first. But you see these prices? 163, 164 for 2 ounces of silver. Now remember, silver is at just under $25 an ounce. So these should, for silver melt, these are $50. So you buy this for 164. If you were to go resell these, like if you were to come into my store or somebody else's store, we would probably offer you about 80 to 90 a piece. So you just lost $70 each.
Wow.
So you can collect these if you like them, but just know if you start getting into just collecting things because I like it, it's not really an investment anymore at that point. Yes, you're still investing in gold and silver, but now you're getting into what we consider hobby. Chinese silver pandas. I just sold one of these to Jamie last night because she sent me an email. But they got colorized ones. They're out of stock. Gold-plated, slabbed ones. They have raw ones right there. Now, what I don't like about the pandas is you see how these say 1-ounce Chinese silver panda.
They not 1
This
ounce.
was the are because these ones are before 2014.
Oh yeah, yeah. The latest ones are 30 grams.
So what the pandas did, and I a lot of us don't like it, but we love the panda collection, so we whatever with it. You will hear a lot of dealers say, yes, these are 1-ounce pandas. Now, they're not lying to you. They're still a 1-ounce panda. What they're not telling you is this is 30 grams is 1 ounce. 31.1 grams is 1 troy ounce. That's how they get away with still calling these 1-ounce rounds or 1-ounce coins.
Yeah, a regular 1 ounce. Yeah,
they're just not troy. So I don't like how they did that, but I mean, China's going to do whatever.
yeah, and
then
then
your bullets.
they taken out that 1 gram, and over years they already accumulated how many troy ounces of silver. You know. Yeah. A little bit goes a long ways when you're dealing quantity.
Yeah, so when you get into, let's see, world silver coins. Let's go with that. Get more of a selection. So these you're going to see a lot at coin shows. You'll see, I love these ones just because I love the design with the trident on it. But these here, you see how they're at $31 because these are world silver. They're still 1-ounce rounds. But these have collector value on top of them. Yeah, they're really pretty and cool looking, but you're going to pay for pretty and cool looking. Versus, buy, let's see, we're going to buy 10 of the tiger. So if we went to go buy 10 of the tiger, it would be, update, I'm looking at $339.10. Now, if I were to go and just buy 10 buffalo rounds, that price would probably come down to about $250 some. So I'm spending almost $90 more just because it's something pretty. So you got to be careful with that too. All right, let's go to. I really like this one, Monarch. Why is it not already popping up? She already popped up, but come on, computer, let's load here.
Well, yeah, 17. You can buy silver with a debit card. Well, yeah.
Of course you can. Not an EBT. But see this is what I like about Monarch.
Oh,
these skulls.
I thought that was debit. My bad.
Now, see, they have gift ideas. They've got copper where you, like, I want to get this set just to play dominoes because you can get a full domino set made out of copper bars. I want that just to play it. These guys have some cool products, but again, you're getting into gift ideas. Here we go. See, now you're getting into where the gift boxes, and because these are a low mintage, you know, they're $60-some a piece.
I'll be right back.
There's
All right.
dice, you know, so there's Legos. So you're getting 12 ounces, 12 1-ounce Lego blocks in this tin for $411. So they're basically now charging you $17 over spot per block. Yes, they're really cool to have. If you've got the money, get them. You know, here's a bigger picture of them right there.
I remember Nautical Silver used to pour those
Right.
those Lego blocks. I ain't seen him around lately. You seen Nautical around lately?
I haven't. Now what I like, and this is what hurts me, is I like these 2-ounce sugar skulls. $67 a piece. I like those. Now they do sell. But me buying this at $67, I have to sell it for about $75 for it to even be worth my while. So now I've got to pay more for it. So I don't even get into this stuff right now because I just can't. It's just not worth me. You know, unless somebody brings it to my table and sells it to me, and then I can tell them this is about what it's worth. This is what I would sell it for. If this price is okay with you, fine. If not, you're not going to hurt my feelings. So, you know, U.S. coins. What they got for? You can even get rolls of pennies, but you got to be careful with stuff like this. But you're looking at, okay, a roll of 40s, pre-40s, and I guarantee you stuff like this, they have gone through these, so you're not going to get any key dates or anything. They're talking $8.27. I would.
And they're going to be mostly 30s in them. Very few teens.
Now, here's this one where it says 1920s only. Now, I can already tell you that these are going to be the 20s that are not key dates, and they're out of stock, but they went over $10 for them. See, it's got to be very careful when you get into the Buffalo nickels. Let's put it this way. I buy Buffalo nickels at 3 cents a piece, and I sell them for 6 cents a piece. I sell them for a penny over face value. Buffalo nickels are literally, please don't bring those to a coin shop. Give them to grandkids. That's what they are. All right, so we can stop sharing that now. But yes, well, you always want to just, if you say, hey, I'm a silver stacker, what do you have for generic rounds? The person at your LCS will literally go and say, this case right here is all my generic rounds. They're usually going to be about $3 over spot because they have overhead. So say silver's at $24, you're looking at $27 a piece. It's about going rate. So they're not jipping you. You can always ask the question first, what do you buy silver at? And they will tell you, okay, I'll buy generics probably at this price. I'll buy government backed at this price. And if they're really good at their job, they will tell you why. Now, the reason for that being is because when it's a coin, it has more of a value versus just a round. That's a short version. So, let's see. What do I have here? Please stay away. Please stay away from holders like this. The only reason I have this, and I'm going to try to show you, is stay away from holders like this. This is not slabbed. Focus. There we go. This is a 1964 Kennedy, so we know this is a 90% half dollar. Okay, this does not have a grade. It says genuine uncirculated Kennedy half dollar 1964. Now, I took a look at it, and I had a jeweler's loop with me. I bought it because this is one I'm still thinking about sending off to be graded. Now this one I am selling for $20 just because of the condition of the coin. Now, silver melt on this guy right now is probably just about $9, maybe just a little over $9. So I am a little over double on this because they did take time and put it in the non-fancy holder, but because of the condition of the coin is what I'm basing that price off. That's what I'm basing that price off of. Now that price is subject to change because I come down on my prices all the time. This is just kind of a ballpark of where I put it. But please stay away from generic stuff like this. There are people out in the coin world that will buy these slabs. There's nothing too wrong with Annex at all. I just personally don't like Annex. The reason I don't like Annex is because they tend to overgrade their stuff sometimes, where if you find something that says it's a MS70 or a Proof 70, you might want to double check that coin before you buy it. So a lot of people, this company here is basically a PCGS is first, NGC second, Annex is third. Okay, Annex is still up and coming, but the way most dealers and the way I deal is if Heritage Auction, Great Auction, Stacks and Bowers, they don't recognize these as slabs. They recognize these as third-party slabs. So until they don't recognize these as third-party slabs anymore, who grades my money?
William.
PCGS. I just got a membership with NGC, but I only send to PCGS. That's why I sent Mater's $100 note to PCGS. The only reason I got the NGC is because of that kilo I showed. It's got a crack in the case, and I'm going to send it off just to put it in a reholder. That's the main reason. Now, there are some dealers that only send to NGC. There's some that only send to PCGS. There's some that send to just Annex. There's some that send to all three of them. It really just depends on who you're dealing with, what your dealer has. And now, I still get sidetracked when I go into some, like a new LCS, and there's a whole bunch of stuff in there that I haven't seen in a long time. My brain immediately goes, I want that, 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 and I really want it. But then I got to take a step back and go, okay, what am I here for? What am I here for? You gotta, and only stack. This is the most critical thing that I could give you a piece of advice on. Only stack within your budget. Meaning, don't go take your paycheck and go spend $200 on silver just to have to take part of that silver back next week to make sure you got groceries in the house or your electric's on. Professional Coin Grading Service is what PCGS stands for.
And to let everybody know, he was talking about Annex earlier. Actually, Annex was the first grading company.
Yep.
They were out before NGC and PCGS.
And before I get the question of how come they're still third party, is because quality. Errors, there's a lot of, we could get into a topic just on Annex alone, of why Stacks and Bowers and the high-end auction houses don't consider their slabs 100% authentic. They're not saying they're a bad company, but they're just saying the same thing I did. They either overgraded or they possibly undergraded, and they are known for doing that too. Sorry for taking up so much time. That was a mouthful.
Okay.
I want to say something about staying away from. Stay away from them TV channels that sell you. They give you a box, a cherry wood box, handmade. Oh yeah, right. Tell me another story.
Yeah,
Handmade cherry wood box. And you got drawers in it. You got a lid that opens. And they sell you one coin a month. Mostly it's Morgan dollars or peace dollars. Stay away from that crap.
Yep.
Hey, I'm sure that box is handmade. That's probably the only thing.
No,
That
that's
box
all
is actually
machine-made
factory
crap.
made. It's a machine-made crap. You're very welcome, Shaggy. And how much do they charge to grade? It depends on what you send off. And it depends on how many you send off at once. They're going to charge you close to about $70 if you are the one item person at a time, because they're going to charge you for shipping and handling. They're going to charge you for shipping is one fee, handling is another fee, the grading is a fee. Did you have to get it in an oversized holder? Did you get it in a regular holder? Was it currency? Was it non-currency? There's a lot of factors that go into it. Now, you've seen some of my videos where I've sent 2 or 3 off at a time. I did that on purpose because I wanted those to hurry up and get back because someone was waiting on those. Usually when I normally send off, I send off 10 or 20 at a time. The reason for that being is they only charge you one shipping. So you send off 20 coins individually, well, now you just paid $400 in shipping. You send 20 off at once, you just pay 22 in shipping.
Yep.
Yeah,
Now,
I'm
okay,
saying
are you talking now? Money, you're talking about Morgan's being hot right now.
yes.
How hot are the ones with the O mint mark?
It doesn't really matter. O-Mint, CC's, Phillies. It really just depends on the year. When it comes to Morgan's, there's some really expensive Phillies out there, like your $18.99 Philly is an oh my gosh Philly. You
Okay,
have
what
an
year?
$18.99 Philly. That's a very low mintage Philly. That's your key date for Philadelphia. Your 1893 S is your key date for the S's. You can't go wrong with any CC at all. It doesn't matter what CC. And in my mind, this is just me personally, you can't go wrong with any Morgan with an O mint mark. Now, there are some that are going to be worth more than others, but CC and O's no longer exist.
All right, now, the reason I'm asking, got an 83O, 84O,
Okay.
I guess it'd be a 98 Philly, 99O, and 1900 Philly.
Okay. Those are common dates, even in good condition. If somebody were to bring all those to my table, even in good condition, I would offer about 160 for all of them. I wouldn't go a penny higher because I'm probably going to make about $5 a coin on that price.
So, in other words, what you'd be telling me is run, don't walk.
Yes, because right now, if something is hot, you usually don't buy it. Like right now, what is not hot? Currency is not hot right now. Generic silver rounds are not hot right now. That's what you should be buying. Because when Morgans start cooling off or peace dollars cool off, you want to buy the stuff that's not hot right now. And that's how you make your money. Buy the old currency right now. Buy your generic rounds. The American Silver Eagles are out there like crazy. Okay, they're not really a hot commodity right now, but everybody knows what a Silver Eagle is. Buy those like crazy because I guarantee you, you can get with the dealer and get a really good price on them. Hi, Crystal. And Eagles are always a smart buy.
Did he say they had an 1899 Philly in there?
No, it was an 1898. If it was an 1899, then that's a completely different story. The last 1899 Philly I had, I sold that for $250.
Yeah, and G4 they like $150.
Yeah, mine was XF going into AU, and I sold it for $250.
Well, yeah, you're looking at a way better grade right there.
So, yeah, once you get into MS63 on a 99 Philly, it's even out of my range. I don't even look. I'm like, oh, that's pretty. Okay, Walter.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yes, I know. We do the little kisses every once in a while.
Oh yeah, me and Missy do the same thing. Me and Missy do the same thing.
Hey, Cajun. There you go. Money. I
Now
would give.
pass it on to Missy. There you go.
That one. I'd give Briggs one.
I have a
Briggs one that he can
bicentennial
have.
quarter for sale. Starting bid 25 cents. Let's go.
20 cents.
Yeah.
You know what's funny about that, Shaggy, is I have Miss Money actually collects the bicentennial quarters. She already has a full tube of the clad, and she's working on her second tube, and she's already got a tube of the silver. And I'm getting ready to buy her another tube of the silver ones.
I forget how many I've got.
I got a lot of 79 in there.
Yeah, but those
are half.
But those aren't bicentennial.
No.
Bicentennials are 76s.
Yep.
I know. I've got a couple in there too.
Or what we call them is the drummer boy quarters.
Yeah. Drummer boys.
Shaggy, don't ask silly questions.
Oh, it wasn't a question. That was a statement.
No, but
No.
now that he's at pickle, I'm going to go get me a pickle.
Sorry, I don't
710. You only got one silver or what? I doubt that.
Anyway, I'll see you inside.
All right.
I'm
Probably one silver quarter.
710's been in the coin community
No.
way long.
You can borrow it.
Well, I said I'd
Because
do it. I didn't say
don't-
I wouldn't give it back.
I don't want to have to call the police department saying my truck is stolen.
I didn't say I wouldn't give it back.
Just not tonight.
Yeah, it's literally 15 minutes to go get the kid and come back.
And that's a round trip, 15 minutes.
Yeah.
At the most.
Yeah, because he works 5 minutes from here, and that's if I'm going slow.
And I still keep saying that it's not that far away. He can walk it, so us have to come get him.
Well, he can do that.
I am not close to, well, I am kind of close to a brick and mortar store. I'm working on the website right now, but really to get my website up and going the way I want with the shopping cart, I'm looking at $4,500 for that alone, because of all the links that you got to put in, all the binary for the carts to accept all the payments. It's a headache and a half. So for right now, unfortunately, it's YouTube. Getting ready to start on Instagram. Am in a few Facebook
Can you
groups
see more?
and conventions right now. But like I said, I have people that email me all the time while I'm out driving around all day. If you're interested in looking for something, I can usually find it within a week. Even the hard to find stuff, depending on what price point you're at wanting for it. Whatever your price point is. And then
Hey, Money, didn't you say stay away from Liberia coins?
The 1 ounce silvers are fine, but stay away from the actual coins.
Yeah, make sure it states 39 silver, 39's fine, because a lot of those Liberia coins, Johnny Best brought me a bunch of them that his dad bought. They were all clad. I think one or two he had in silver. 1 or 2 was in silver. That was it.
I came into some silver
like
dimes,
50 coins.
60s nickels, and wheat back pennies this weekend. Anthony, the 60s nickels really are good for like a book or something. There's really nothing there for the 60s. The wheat pennies, depending on the dates, if they're 40s or 50s, I would buy those at 2 cents and probably sell them for 3 or 4. And that would be in like a kind of a thing like this. Like right here. Let me take these out. But here, let me bring this down. Right here. Here's a bunch of wheat pennies, and all these nickels are from the 40s, 50s, and 60s. But none of them are the silver nickels. And basically stuff like this, for me, this is something that I just bring out and I give to kids. If mom and dad find something, I let them pick out like 3 or 4 of them or something, and to get them started or something.
Yeah.
It's kind of what I do. with them.
And then if you
They're
throw a
really,
flip in with them, even if it's a cardboard flip, that still costs you an extra 4 cents.
just like this nickel here would be your best bet out of the lot. Why? Because it's still, this one here is a 1981, but it's still in the mint wrapper.
Yep. Yeah. It's in the mint pack. One of the sales.
So that's one of the, that's the better things too. I just like right here. I have 3 of these. I never bring them up too much.
Alligator. Alligator.
Jumpers. There's jumpers. Yep, he watches the table. But like here I have penny books, and these are full. And I sell these all day long for $25 a piece. Only these steel pennies are really, really nice. I know it's hard to see with me.
PD and S set steel pennies, 1940.
Yep.
There's another one. That's full.
What do you
I
say
have
you
a
sell
lot
those
of-
for?
I have a lot of BU rolls from the 50s, 60s, and 70s. I've got BU rolls in the wheat penny, and
It's Ed, the old tech guy. But yeah, I sell
Hey,
these for
Ed.
$25. If I sell them at the convention, they're $25. If I sell them, online or something, then it's 30 shipped. And it's 3 full penny books right there, just sitting on the desk. These are basically something that I normally sell to. People come in and their kids are like, look, Dad, a whole penny book or something, and parents kind of pick one up or something for their kid while they're buying silver or something. I try to have
Ed,
stuff for the table as well. That's cheap.
that Ed, that penny game you won last night. Money Maniacs has it. There it is.
Let me hide your address. I'm gonna probably not, but
Don't that guy say
this will
about
go
that?
up tomorrow.
Better to have a BU than a BO.
Yeah, that's it.
No.
Sorry, I had to. You walked right into that one.
No, BU's brilliant
yeah.
uncirculated, and that's part of the conversation.
I know. I just had to pick on you.
No, so that's I have, it's like this. I have cheap stuff like this. This here is a $50 from 1989. You guys a lot of people probably haven't seen one of these $50. But again, it's in a generic slab, so I don't trust that grade. I mean, I can tell it's a proof, but is it a 67? Yeah.
Probably
Grading
not.
is subjective.
Probably so.
Grading is subjective anyway, but yeah, it's a United States of America $50. And you can see it's proved. It's mirror finish, so it is a proof. This I sell for like $5. I have little stuff like this. It's the whole Lewis and Clark. You got the Friendship nickels. You got
Wayward West.
Yeah, you got.
Ocean View, all of that.
So you got your piece. Okay, so what they call them is 2004 piece metal nickels, and you have your keel boats. 2005 with bison nickels, and your 2005 Ocean View pennies. I sell these for
Ocean View nickel.
And they're still in the plastic. If you can, I don't know if you can still see that plastic, but there's plastic right there. It still has the
The
plastic.
cellophane wrap.
That little heat
cellophane.
seal. I know.
Yep. So, I have stuff like this for kids. And people that want to get into, little things like this, or grandparents that come in and want to get their, kids see that and like, Grandpa, I want that. I keep cheap stuff like that too. It's like this here. I think this one I have $5. Yeah, $5 for this guy. But hey, guess what? Like we were talking earlier. But it comes in a box. Seriously. And what these are is they're 1 year. So you have the 2009 pennies, or I'm sorry, the 2004, 2005 nickels. There's your bicentennial quarter, bicentennial half, and a steel penny. And I sell it for $5. So I have cheaper stuff too that I keep around, just like I said, for stuff like that. But then I have other stuff for the serious collectors too. So
Hey, Money, what would you say would be a key date for a Washington quarter?
32D.
Yeah.
Why would you say that?
Because it's the key date of the quarters. It's the lowest mintage.
I can tell you one that's
It's
lower
the first
mintage
year.
than that.
It's the first year for Washington.
Yep.
Which
Okay.
one?
How about a 33 Philly?
Yeah, but it's not as sought after as the Denver.
Right.
Do you know why? Well, up like this, I'd have to disagree with you on that.
You can disagree with me all you want.
Because 33, they didn't make any quarters.
I understand
Washington.
they didn't make any.
That's why. That's why I didn't bite on it.
That's why they're not sought after.
Well, they'd be sought after if there was one and it was real.
You would have to get that certified with PCGS for me to go okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
I know.
They didn't make any 33s. No.
I know.
That was a skipped year right there.
That was
There's
the
a-
only year they didn't make any. Because now, do you know why they didn't make any in 33?
Well, everybody blames it
political
on the
reason?
depression.
Nope.
That's the political reason because
Nope.
it was because of the depression, because of the silver and everything, because of Chase Bank and everything, trying to bail out the country at the time. It was part of it. That is what they had on the news, on the radio back then.
All right. Well, the word I got was that 32 was supposed to be a 1 year only because it was supposed to be a tribute to George Washington, a founding father. So the mint director and everything at the time said, because what was the quarter they had at that time in 31?
Standing
They didn't
Liberty.
make it 31 neither.
No, they didn't make it 31, but the one before that was a Standing Liberty.
Okay,
Yeah.
but that's what I'm saying.
But they didn't make it 31 neither, though.
No, but
Okay, no, you didn't hear my question, though. What quarter was in 31?
None.
That would be a Standing Liberty?
No, they didn't make quarters in 31.
Okay.
what I'm saying is pre-32, the quarters were Standing Liberty. They didn't make one in
Okay.
31, but pre-32.
Okay, that's what I'm trying to find out. So Standing Liberty was a quarter before the Washington.
Yeah,
Okay.
in 1930.
Okay, so what they wanted to do was do a tribute to George Washington, and the idea was do it 1 year only, and then come back with the Standing Liberty. But because the public,
No, I tend to disagree with that, mate, because money will back me up on this. When an act of Congress, okay, when they approve that act to make money like that, it's got to be at least 20 years before they can change that design.
Nowadays, yes. Back then, it was still.
No, back then, that's why one
It
of
takes
the
20 years for
I
them
just-
to decide on a roll of toilet paper in this country
the
anymore.
Morgan quarters, they thought something that 20 or 25 year design, hold like that. That's when they switched to the Standing Liberty quarters. There's a little controversy. There was a mix-up, not a controversy. There was a mix-up in those barber quarters to the Standing Liberty. There was a mix-up in there.
Yeah, and that's
Yeah, but
right,
what I'm
because when that
saying-
mix-up started, that's when they put the 20 year on there. So yes, but I got my decades wrong for a minute. That's when that 20 years showed up.
And it's
Now,
20 or 25. something like that.
that is subject to change. And what I mean by subject to change is because how you have the state quarters. You had the state quarters, and they only ran for 10 years. But immediately they turned into the park quarters. Now, where the loophole was that to finish out the extra so and so years, as they were park quarters, but they still had the state on them. So if you have like a river of no return, it'll have the state on there as well. Really small, but it's there.
Right.
So there was.
And then they made each quarter, though. They made each quarter, so they kind of timed that times 4 or 5. You know what I mean? Because they made 5 of each, just like the pork quarter. They made 5 each year. 5 different designs. You know, different porks.
Now talking about those.
Yeah.
How sought after are the 98 quarters? Considering the fact that was the last year for the eagle on the back of the quarter.
Yeah, that like transition.
Right, it was that was a
transition. Transition, yeah.
Right. Someone had told me.
Transition.
Right, but someone had told me that the 98 and 99 quarters are going to be the ones to be most sought after because that's a transitional year.
Yeah, but they got to be in high grade though. They got to be in high grade because they not silver or there's not anything special about them. They made the hell out of them, you know. But if you wanted to get one in a high grade MS67 or something, yeah, then you might be looking at a few dollars above MS60, you know.
Because to me, anytime, you know, I look at my quarters, I'll look at them. Grand Central Terminal.
Yeah.
Anytime I get a quarter, I look to see what year. If it's a 98 or a 99, it's going in my pocket, and then it's not getting spent. I bring it home, and I got a certain place I put them.
There's another quarter too that's people collect. Is 83? I want to say. Is it the 83 or? I forgot which one.
Don't get me alone. I don't work here.
I want to say 83. Yeah, Ed. Yeah, you did good last night. You sure did, especially with those rolls.
Yeah.
And the penny game. And the penny game, you won that one.
Ed didn't like me running up the bid on him. Hey, but that's an auction. When you got 2 people wanting something.
That's it.
Yep.
That's it. No, but
plain simple.
He got good deals. Everybody got good deals last night, actually. Because, you know, people knew when to back out. You know, they like, I got this much money to spend on this, or I got this much money to spend, and they're going to want like 5 or 6 items. Instead of buying just 1 or 2 items, they want that 5 or 6 items that they planned on because, Value Hunter had a document sheet, you know, a doc sheet with a list of everything he had. And people can look at that and say, oh, okay, I'm going to wait for this coin to come up because I want this coin or I need this coin for my collection. He had a doc sheet. How many of the 1943 pennies they made? Millions and millions and millions. Now, they got to be in very high grade and high grade to be worth something in a slab. I've got a couple in a slab.
Okay, Cajun. Okay, Cajun. I think what William's wanting to find out about, because in the question he goes, that makes it worth so much. That would have to be the 43 copper pennies. I think that's what he's asking.
Okay, well, coppers, they don't have many in existence. That was just copper planchets that was left over in the hopper from 1942. Okay, and then when they started throwing the steel planchets in the hoppers, those stuck copper planchets, you know, with the vibration and all that, they came loose, or one of the mint guys put a few coppers in there, and then he was watching for them coming out the other end, which they're not supposed to be in that room anyway. You know, where they go in the hoppers, they're not supposed to be in there. So either the door was locked, he couldn't get to those copper ones, or he collected one or two, and the rest got by him, and they got into the public. So it's either the logical thing that the mint came up with, because they don't want to say, hey, it's employee induced into the public. Okay,
Right.
they can't say that at all. So they say there were some planchets that were in there, finally got loose, and got into the press, but nobody noticed it.
Right. Now, there are still, now, you've got the 43 copper
I'll be right
that
back.
is rare, right? But the other rare one would have to be a 44 steel
Yeah,
penny.
and there's
Because
only
we
a couple of
actually,
them,
right.
a couple of those in existence that's been authenticated.
Yep.
They have to be authenticated, just like the 1959 Mule Penny. Okay, 1958 was a wheat penny. All right, 1959 that Lincoln Memorial on the back. That was a transition year. Supposedly, this cop found one, and there was supposed to be, I think, two in existence, two that were authenticated, but I think so far it's only one that's been kind of authenticated, kind of not. They call that the Mule Penny, and it got held over to the turned over to the Secret Service. And they say, well, this guy's a cop. He has nothing to do with coin collecting. He's not a coin aficionado or whatever. He doesn't know anybody that works in the mint. So the Secret Service had it. The mint said, there's different stories behind it. The penny got turned back into the cop.
Yep. But it was a 59 wheat penny, right?
59 a week. They call it the Mule Penny.
Yep.
There's a lot of information on Google, and both of them clash. Okay.
But they don't know. Now, how many of those were supposed to? They don't know exactly.
I think there's only two that were known, one or two, and I want to stick with one.
I bet you with 3D printing, there's so many fakes out there coming out. It's not funny.
Yeah.
Nah, yeah, but this is way back when that they did come out, like say in 1959 or 60.
No, I'm talking now. People are copying stuff now more with 3D printers.
Oh yeah, yeah, but
I mean,
you're not gonna.
I mean, because my wallet, the snaps on my wallet look like a three-leg buffalo nickel, not a three-legged, just a regular buffalo nickel. I got a guy at work that swears they're real nickels that they used for my snaps. It says, yeah, I don't think so.
You never
Everybody
know.
likes my wallet because it's just a thin little thing, but because of the size, it's.
Oh yeah.
Well, I know mine ain't real because there's not even a date, you know, because you can see the wallet. They're stamped out. They're aluminum.
Don't know. There's a lot of dateless buffaloes. They made a lot of things with. Believe me, they made a lot of wearing apparel, bracelets, like your snaps. They soldered electrically or whatever, soldered a snap on the back of that buffalo nickel. No date. Yeah, they're not worth anything, but a nickel. But it sells the product.
Oh yeah, I don't. These ain't real. I don't. They don't even look real.
Yep. Well, just like my moccasin boots that I've got. You know, I paid almost $600 to have them made, but then they are handmade, custom fit, just for me because they had to do pattern on both of my feet and everything, and they're made out of buffalo hide, and they actually use British coins as the buttons.
Okay.
Oh, I got a pair of boots like that I had made when I was in the army. I had them made in I was stationed in Texas for about a month, for 1 month, and I had a pair of boots made. The guy gave me they had them done for $300 because I was a vet.
All right, and what year was that?
86, 88, 87, right there, around that area.
All right.
No, it's too long. I just say those 3 years, between 86 and 88. I'd have to look. It's been too long since I was out there.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then like for me, I go to Renaissance festivals, so I mean that's where these guys are at. Yeah, it takes them a little bit of time to get them made, but mine are so damn comfortable that put them on. It's like, oh yeah.
Oh, I had mine made. The guy wrapped that leather around my foot right there while I sat there. I was in uniform, and I was shipping out in 2 days, and he said it's gonna take me a week, and and he said I'll ship them right to your door. And it was like, okay, these things are either gonna fit or I wasted $300. I've had them boots over 30 years, and they feel still like the day I bought them. They fit perfect.
Yep.
Thank you, 710. All right, guys, I came back real quick to tell everybody good night. I have to go get a kiki from work, and you're going to be off by the time we get back. So, good night, everybody. I got to get up early any stinking way. There's Miss Money saying good night to everybody. It was nice talking with y'all. I hope y'all learned something. I know I did. I try to learn something every time I talk. And but just one piece of advice: if you go and you start investing and you get serious about gold and silver, please stay to your budget. Don't try to
overextend yourself,
because you're going to lose money if you go and buy a whole bunch of silver and then next week you got to sell some back because you're already going to lose money selling it back to them. First of all, unless silver just went real quick, and it usually doesn't.
Yep.
I'm surprised I got be able to get on I broke my phone today, and there's a big crack across. 710 looks like he's coming out of a volcano.
710, you and your layaway.
Yeah.
But anyway, y'all have a good night. I will see y'all later.
All right, see you, Money.
All right, Money.
Here.
Blue top.
Yep. But I mean, I will admit, everybody, that I would not have bought that $100 bill if it hadn't been on the advice I was getting from Cajun and from Money. I mean, I already knew that, from the knowledge that I've got, one, I knew it was the star note. Okay. I know how, what star notes are. But then when I looked at it and I saw that serial number on there, I'm going, hold it. Low serial numbers are very, very much sought after.
Yep.
Yep. And like I said, when I told it to Cajun that night, I mean, I thought he was going to fall out of his chair.
Yeah.
And like I said, he called Money up, and Money, boom, was right there. It was like, hold it. You found a what now?
It's for sale for the right price, right?
Yeah. But, I mean, I was telling him all the information about it, and this was even before I put a bid on the bill.
Yeah, we told you to wait till the last minute to bid on it. Don't waste your time bidding when it's going to go up. Don't show interest.
Right.
At all.
Right. But the weird thing about it is, I think there was still about 15, 20 minutes to go, and nobody wanted to outbid me. So I'm going, okay, fine. I like that.
You never know. They probably thought it wasn't worth nothing. And, sometimes you never know. It's just. I don't get it. I wouldn't get into money in that. I'd lose my ass. I'd be one of those people that they would. It's too involved.
Yep. But like I said, to me, that's why tonight, like that one website, which I'm still not going to divulge as far as what it is, and I've said it before and I'll say it again. Money has thrown out several different websites for auctions, and he hadn't even said it. So like I said, but I don't even think he would ever come up with that website.
Get out of the way, Dolly.
If I wanted to find that website, I could have at that time.
Yeah.
If I wanted to, I could have.
Right.
But then you started talking about other deals and stuff, and I lost interest in it. I said, no, that's not a good site because they got stuff that ain't worth what they asking for. It's like don't walk, run type deals.
Right. Well, it's kind of like the
But
one
I can't afford the stuff in there anyway. I don't have the money to spend in that site anyway.
Right. But like I said, it's kind of like the stuff that I was talking about tonight. And it's like, yeah, I got a feeling a lot of this is people, they're running the bid up just that way they can get it. And to me, I'm looking at, okay, this sounds like, I'm looking at the price and everything, I'm going, it definitely sounds like they're going to be paying more money than what it's actually worth.
Mm-hmm.
But kind of like what Money said, when I got that $100 bill, I didn't hit a home run. I didn't hit it, out of the parking lot. I hit it, or I didn't hit it. I hit it way out of the parking lot.
You just got damn lucky your first time.
Yeah, I got lucky on my first time doing that.
But when you say you're going to keep it as an investment, in 10 years, if we're all blah, 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 it's going to be worthless.
Never know. I mean, how much would, how much you say I'm going to throw a year out. I don't know if I'm correct on the year, but how much would it say in 1920 St. Gaudens Double Eagle be worth right now? Cajun, how much would that be?
Let me look.
Like the reason why I don't like paper bills is because, like, where do you store it? I mean, I'm sure you put it. When I mean I'm not asking where you store, but where would you? I mean, you put it in a safe, you put it in a safety deposit box. But my biggest fear is something would happen, the thing catches on fire, which I'm not. And shit happens.
I know.
And believe me, I know the way you talk about that bill. Believe me, if that bill caught on fire, if your house caught on fire, you'd be right in there. And after you knew everybody was out, that'd be the first thing you'd be grabbing. You'd let everything else go and go after that $100 bill.
Actually, no. I guarantee you that I'd be grabbing something else before that $100 bill.
For some reason, the 1920 Philly is this is all VF now, VF 20. All right. The Philadelphia is worth $26.50. The 20S, for some reason, it was double the mintage, over double, is worth almost $19,000. Don't ask me why on that one. But
no, I'm not saying that.
It could be, okay, that was the mintage, but it could be the population now, okay, maybe there was 400,000 got lost somewhere, and there's only a few survival. We call that survival minute. And if Money was here right now, he'd back me up on that.
Right.
It's the survivals count a lot of times that make coins worth way more than a less mintage.
Yep.
Like if there'd have been a stage robbery or something, you know.
Or it could have been when the government decided to make everybody turn in their gold coins.
No, well, that might, but they made them until 33. Okay.
Right.
So,
But what year was it that the government said, okay, you got to turn in your gold coins?
they wanted you to. They didn't force you to do it, but they wanted you to do it. And I forgot. And your silver.
Yep.
Why would they make you turn in your gold coins? All that you think it's crazy.
So the government could have them and not you.
Yeah. We were getting off the gold standard.
Yeah. So the gold standard was in the Nixon era.
Yep. Yeah, I know we're going into overtime. I got my last cigarette lit. So basically what I need to do is get this shut down. That way I can get in there. Yes, I know it's time. That's why I kept giving the warnings, 5-minute countdowns. So, all right. Cajun, you want to say your goodbyes?
Yeah, sure will. All right, everybody. Good to see y'all again. Ed the Old Tech Guy. Take it easy. And as always, love, peace, crackling grease. Pluton.
Yep. Briggs, you got anything you want to say? And make it quick.
I'm just saying, good night.
All right. All right, guys. In case y'all hadn't heard, things changed at work where we lost our lead painter. So I'm getting to be put into that. And right now, it's fact is that I'm probably going to have to be at work now anywhere between 7 and 7:30 in the morning. And the boss right now is working on getting me a key to the building and the alarm codes. So that means I'll be getting there before anybody else. So I'll be getting the building and everything all opened up, which means more hours, which means I got to be in bed earlier than normal. But it also means more money an hour. And I just got a yearly raise. So just want to let y'all know they hadn't heard anything about that. So that's why I'm shutting them down at 9 o'clock now. That way I can get in bed early enough and get extra sleep. So until Wednesday night, y'all have a good day and God bless. And I'll see y'all then.